Good morning, friends. Welcome back. As promised, today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little boxes. This started the little trend of everybody wanting to make these boxes at open house on Thursday, the first Thursday of each month. The girls that came over, they made multiple of these. They were so much fun. They're quick and easy, they're adorable, and they hold a good amount of goodies, so they make a really good box. See how wide they are? And this is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. So one piece of cardstock cut in half at 4 1/4 makes this box. Actually, it makes two boxes. And today I'm going to show you how to layer a little bit also. So this is the cute little Halloween box that Karen Flores made using designer series paper, regular cardstock, the cat punch, and our new ribbon, all to be found in the holiday catalog. Now I'm going to show you the hat I made the next day after seeing her hat. I used the same DSP she did, but I cut out the pattern of the cat on my DSP, and I used ribbon for the brim. And then I didn't have the cute little orange and white ribbon she did, so I used the sparkly black satin ribbon. It's very, very pretty. And then yesterday we had a birthday for one of our friends, so her daughter. So I made this cute little birthday card box for Maddie, and I just put happy birthday on there and embossed it with the polka dot folder. That was the post yesterday that you read. All the things that you could use are on the bottom of that post that you need to make this box. So when I went to put the gift card in here for Maddie, though, it didn't fit. I'm like, the box is too small. So, you know how those things happen, serendipity is what I call it. You just happenstance that, that didn't fit, so what do? Of course, I make it bigger. So I made another box, 6 inches wide instead of the 4 1/4, and that fit the gift card perfectly. And then today, I made that 6-inch box the same as this one. But then today, I was playing around to make a 6-inch box for you, and I love navy blue, and I love this gingham that we have, and so I decided to make this one look like a party hat. Isn't that adorable? So the gingham ruffle at the bottom, and this is 6 inches wide, so it fit the gift card perfectly. So if you have a gift card, you can make it 6 inches wide. If you have just goodies, candy, money, cash, whatever, then you can make it the regular standard size. But I promised I was going to make you a project today on my blog that is different than the Halloween and the birthday. So what I did was I took the 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, and this is garden green in color, and you place it in your paper trimmer at 2 1/8. Now 2 1/8 is exact middle of the 4 1/4 width of this piece of cardstock, and you make a little mark with your scoring tool. Then you take that mark and you put it on the cut line of your tool, and you put the bottom fold corner, see this is the open end of the card, the bottom fold corner on the cutting line, and score it. Then you adjust it over with the point still at the cutting line, the other bottom corner on the cutting line. Once you've got that straight, then you're going to score again. Now make sure that your cutting blade for this part of the making the box is out of the way so you don't accidentally cut. Now I flip it over because I want my score lines, while you can see them with the first run through, they're not really, really deep, so when you go to make your box, it's a little more difficult. So I just run it again and make the score lines really defined. And then when I fold my box, everything's easy because the score lines are so deep into the paper. Now, for the layering that I talked about, you're going to do the same thing. Make your little center mark there with the score line, and then put that away. And this time, you're going to open up your card, and you're going to put the point on the cut line and the score line on the cut line, and you're going to cut. Now the reason I opened this up and did that instead of cutting it folded, which you certainly can if you have a really sharp blade, but if your blade is dull in any way, shape, or form, then it will be a little harder to do. So if you open it up, it's cutting through one piece of cardstock, and it'll do that really nicely. Then you're going to just bring the score line onto the cut line and cut that off. And this piece will fit on here for layering. See that? Okay, so let's make our box. So the first thing you want to do is take your hole punch. This is a rectangle hole punch that we no longer carry, but it's the one I have, so it's the one I'm using. I've since I started making these boxes, I ordered the 1/8 inch round hole punch, and that's what I'm going to use in the future. But this is what I use now because this is what I have. Then you're going to open up your card and you're just going to fold on those score lines. Now see how, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see better. See how these score lines are much more defined because I did both sides of the paper. One side wouldn't be as defined if you used the first score line for both ends, for both front and back. So doing that just makes life a little easier. Okay, so then there's your box. Isn't that cute? Very simple. Now to thread your ribbon, all you have to do is get some ribbon. Let me see, I'm gonna get red. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm going to take 16 inches, and this ribbon is also in the holiday catalog. And 16 inches is the length of your mats here. And you just place in the hole, and then go to the next hole here. Next one. And then the last one. And there you go. It just closes up the box very nicely. So again, changing up the color of the cardstock, the color of the ribbon, for whatever occasion you're making this box for. It's one of those that you've got a last minute and you don't have much time, you can really throw this box together really quickly. And the recipient of Maddie's mom, we gave it to Maddie's mom yesterday because Maddie didn't come to class. She had another engagement. Her mom texted me, and I love that. When they text you and say, oh my gosh, how cute was that package? Oh my gosh, they just love it. So, do you guys kind of see what I'm making now? Do you see anything other than a happy birthday box or a birthday hat or a Halloween hat? Do you see something else in that shape? Well, what I saw was a Christmas tree. So, that's what we're going to make. And what I have another little trick too. On this cutout piece, I'm going to lay it there to make sure that that fits on exactly. And it does. So now I'm going to take my big shot and I'm going to show you a little secret. You know how these dynamic folders, they're the thick 3D dynamic folders on page 211 of the regular catalog. Well, they say that you should spritz your cardstock if you want a deep, beautiful impression, a little easier without crinkling your paper and making it, oops, you know what, I gotta make sure I didn't flip this over because it matters if you have the wrong side. Okay. So I put mine in my folder. Don't have time for the spritzing thing. I'm thinking these folders need to work without any extra effort. So I was thinking, you know, if it needs a little bit more help getting through without ripping or crunching the paper, how about a soft napkin? A napkin will give, but yet give it a little extra. So I tried that, and ladies, that's what works. Look how easy it goes through the Big Shot because it's thin. Napkins are thin and they're soft, but look at the impression you get. It's absolutely deep. There's a shadow. It's perfect. I hope with the lighting in here you can see that, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful impression without messing up your cardstock in any way, shape, or form. See that? Okay, so now, oh, I put my Big Shot away and I Let me see if I brought my other folder here. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. So I'm just going to leave these napkins here. I don't really need it for this one because it's wood. Have you ever tried putting your putting other mediums into your folders? On this one here, I want the wood to show up really good on this little, I guess they're called, this isn't a tongue depressor, maybe a thick popsicle stick. So I'm put a little bit of ink on there first, then put it back into my Big Shot. Let's go through. It's a little tighter when you get to the actual wood. This one is really tight. My other one went too fast. When I do videos, things just don't want to work out with me. Okay, I'm going to see what that does, because I don't want to break my Big Shot here. Nope, it only got part of it. This one went through really nice. So maybe this one's thicker. I don't know. But anyway, you get the point. So I'm not going to mess with that any further. I want to show you how to put this together. So because that didn't work right, you only got part of it, I'm going to use the back side just for this video. We're going to take some sticky strip. Stay down there. There we go. And we're going to place it on the box. Then we're going to take a multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to just add some onto my tree. And I just love how the ruffle dynamic folder made the tree so realistic looking. And just place that right over the top, and then just give it some time to dry, and then decorate as you wish. Now in the holiday catalog, let's see, page 5, you'll see these little embellishments here, little felt ones. So that's what I added to the top of mine. And there's more than just the star in there. There's another little Christmas tree, there's some holly, and the stars. I've used mine up on quite a few different projects. I just love the little felt guys. I stamped Merry Christmas in red prior to running this through the Big Shot. But there's such wide ruffles that if you forget to stamp it, you can, before you go through the Big Shot, you can stamp it afterward. There's plenty of space there for it. It's flat, and so you can do that afterwards too. Just do it before you put it on your box, because then that will be hard to stamp. So the ribbon on top, the little tongue depressor, or if you have some twigs out in your backyard or something that you want to put down there for the stamp. And I thought that would be cute to hold goodies for Christmas. Thank you guys for coming. So now you know how to make the box. It's really easy. Make them for any occasion and have fun with it. Talk to you later. Bye.